All right, it looks like we're live. Happy Monday. Today is August 29th, 2022. And today is Monday, so we're going to talk about marketing. And I thought today we would start with the basics. And basics being, what do you do with the photos that you take? What do you do with the videos that you take to put on your website or for any of your marketing? If you're doing, like maybe you're doing Facebook advertising or you're doing something like that, or YouTube advertising, and you got videos that you're putting up that people are watching, and on your website you're adding new photos. And have you ever been to those websites where all the photos are like different sizes? They don't look real good. It just doesn't work out. I'm going to show you what to do with those photos that you take and how to shrink them down so they don't slow down your website, because that's extremely important in 2022. You all know that Google loves fast websites. So in order to keep your website fast, if you're going to have photos and videos, you got to reduce the size somewhat. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get right into this. So I'm going to share my screen there. I'm going to share screen, share. All right. So let's start with, let's go to Canva. So now you're looking at Canva. Those of you that don't know what Canva is, canva.com. I have the pro package. It's not even that expensive. It's really inexpensive. The only difference in what I can do and you can do is with the pro package, I can send some of my work to you if you just have the regular one and you can use it. Okay. If you don't have the pro package, you're not able to share those things so other people can work on them or use them. All right. All right. So now this is a template that I have set up. And this template, the size of the template is, if I was to look at the size, is 500 by 500. So I'm using a square template because on my website, you've seen websites where they have pictures like maybe four next to each other. You want them all to be the same size. Now, if you're taking pictures different ways, that's not going to work. All right. So you got to be able to like put it into a size. So I always start with Canva and I will throw my picture in there. I just drag it. I'm just showing you. I want to show you something here real quick. Hold on. Let me show you this. This is something I downloaded from Deposit Photos, and you can see the size of it, 3,000 by 2836, right? It's extra large. That's a pretty big picture. And if you were to look at how many megabytes it is, if I was to tell you I can tell you right now, 2.16 megabytes. Okay. Well, that's too big to put on your website, because if you only had one photo, that's fine. But once you start adding a lot of different photos, that's not going to work. So what I'll usually do with my photos is I'll go to a program called tinypng.com, right here at the top, tinypng.com, because you want to reduce the size of your photos. So what I do is I take that photo, I just drag it over, and you can see it starts out at 2.3 megabytes. And now that it's finished, it's only 339 KB. So now I'm going to download that. Okay, so now I got that download. It goes to my downloads on my computer. And now I'm going to go to Canva. Now understand, in Canva, even though my photo is bigger, like I added the original here, Canva will also shrink it down. So if you have Canva, you can see that it will do that. I don't know if I can see the size of it. I can't see it here. Okay, so I'm just going to drag my photo, just drag it right onto the picture. Okay, this is 500 by 500. What if you have a website that's using photos that are a different size, like 2,000 by 1333, or video size or something like that, because you can make it any size. I would take that same photo, and not that one, I keep grabbing the wrong one, and I'm going to drag it over. So now it works on the wider one here. So I'm getting my pictures so they're all the same size. I like Canva because I've used it for several years now. It works really well for me. All right, so I just pull the photo over, okay, and now I'm going to download it. So if I download this, I'm going to just hit download. Now remember, if I add other pages, like if I add this, no, not that one. This, where is it? There it is. Where's the other one? Let me grab another photo real quick. Put it up here. I'm going to try this one real quick. So if I grab this one and I throw it over here, right? You see how it's not matching because it's too wide? Well, if I don't just let it sit there and I do this, I put it in the middle, I can just stretch it now, okay? So I can stretch it and I can put it in the middle and there it is. Now, the only, okay, so now, because if I have a different size, I can't, it won't fill it up all the way like that. This was a square picture. Now, if I'm going to download, what I wanted to show you is you got to hit the download, right? And now you got to go to all pages. Otherwise, it's downloading both of these. So I go in here, I grab that. We already, I just want the first one to go. We already know it was 2.2 megabytes, right? I'm going to download it to my computer. So it's downloading right now. Once it downloads, here it is. Let me check out what this property is. Okay, so let me pull it over. Here it is, okay? So you can see it. That's what it looks like. It's still 2.2 megabytes, but if I'm going to download it again, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to download it again, but this time I want to hit transparent background because I don't want the white around here, okay? I don't want the white to show up because I want it to be transparent. So now I hit transparent background right here. I make sure I'm downloading just the first one right here and I download it. Now I'm going to have a PNG instead of a JPEG, okay? So now I can use it. I can use it as a PNG. Now it's a PNG. So how do I know that? Well, here, let me make my screen bigger over here so I can show you this others. Well, maybe that's not going to work. It's not going to let me do it. Okay, hold on. All right, so what I did, I downloaded a PNG. So now I have a PNG file. It's still 2.34 megabytes. So I was wrong about Canva shrinking it. But what if I use, so this is 2.3 megabytes, okay? Once I downloaded it, that's still too big. I'm just going to add my photo. I'm going to go to Tiny PNG. I'm just going to add the photo to it like I just did, 2.5 megabytes on this one. And it's going to make it smaller. And you're not going to, and now it's only 734. So this is more than half the size. It's 70% less. Now when I download this, there is no difference. You can't really see a difference. The difference is this is now, if I look at properties, this is now right there. This is now 712, okay, bytes, all right, instead of the 2.2 megabytes. So I shrunk it, and now when I use it on my website, it's going to work out much, much better because I'm not going to take up all that space. It's extremely important that you all understand this and how important this is when you're doing these kind of things. Your website, if you're just adding photos or your web designer is adding photos to it for you, and they're not doing what I just showed you, then that's not a good thing. Okay, that's really bad because it's going to slow your website down. And you're going to just have a slow website, and Google's going to start ranking you lower and lower instead of you trying to be to the top, right? Because your website's going to be really slow, especially if you have a lot of different photos on there. Okay, so what if we also do videos? What do we do if we do videos? Well, there's another software called Clideo, Clideo, and it's right here. And what this does is it will compress a video. And let me try to find a video. I did a video for tile cleaning, I think. Let me see how big it is though. 24 megabytes. Okay, I'm going to drop a video in here that if I was to show you, it's 24 megabytes right now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There it is. Only the best tile care, right? Here's a video. Here's if I do the properties and I bring the properties over, only the best tile care. you're going to see it's 24 megabytes right there. See that 24 megabytes? Well, so I want to make it smaller. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it into the compress the video, and it will compress my video. Now this takes a minute. It might take a minute or two. We'll come back to this. But remember, I started out at 24 megabytes. And when you're looking at a computer, it doesn't matter if it's 2 megabytes when I'm done. So it's working on it right now, right? Okay, so now it's working on it. So now we know tinypng.com. Tinypng.com is for photos. So we can use PNG or JPEG. It doesn't matter. I have the pro version right here. That's why I can go up to 75 megabytes. I think on the free version, anything under 5 megabytes, you can make smaller. I have a lot of videos that I work with that are like 20 megabytes, right? Very high quality. So I need this. And if you need it, it's hardly nothing I think it's like 39 bucks for the whole year. It's very inexpensive, but it's something that you really need. Okay. So that's what I use there. And like I was saying, for the video, it's still going, right? I can't wait to see what the size is. And for streaming, if you're wondering what I'm using for streaming, if you look at here at the top, right here where I'm sharing, I'm using StreamYard. And StreamYard, because I have the pro version, I can stream to 8 different platforms. Maybe it's more than that. So I'm actually, when I stream, I'm putting it on all of our Facebook pages and all of our YouTube channels at the same time. While I'm doing this, it's going to 7 different places right now, which is really cool because it gets wherever your audience is. If they're on Instagram or if they're on Facebook or if they're on YouTube, or they're going to see you wherever you are because you're putting your content out there daily. And I think it's extremely important that, everybody does some kind of streaming or does something, do videos for your business, because it's really, really important that you do that. And so here's the picture here right now. I showed you when you try to, let me delete that. I showed you what happens when you try to put a picture in like that. If the picture is already wider than this, then I'm going to shrink it. But the goal of this is I can copy pages. I can add a page and they're all the same size. If this one's not working, I can always resize it. I can always say, okay, so the width needs to be like 3,000 maybe. So I might try 3,000 and copy and resize and see what happens. Now it shows my whole photo, right? So now I can use that, but I'm going to go back to 2,000 because that's what I like using. 2,000. But, oh, well. 2,000. Copy and resize. And there you go. Now, if I want, all I have to do is delete it, right? Get rid of it. Delete it. Click on it. Come on. Delete it. And then I can go back up to uploads, and I don't do that. I put it in the middle and I stretch it out myself. I can stretch it out all I want. I just put it right in the middle, and then I make it a transparent background. If I want it a little bit bigger because I want everybody to see, all I got to do is this, and that's about right. That's perfect, right? Drag this down right there. I'm going to share it. Remember what I said? I'm going to share it. I'm going to go to downloads. Okay. I'm going to use a transparent background. That way all the white isn't there. You only see in the pets, right? I'm going to download number 1 right here. It says page 1. I'm just going to get rid of these, just do number 1 and download. And it's that simple. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Here it is. It downloaded and it looks like that. Okay. But if I put it on the website, you're not going to see the white. You're just going to see the animals. Okay. Because I made it transparent. If I want the white background, I don't pick transparent. I don't go in here and download and pick this. I can also compress the file to lower quality in here. But see the little crown here? That's because I have the pro version. Remember, I downloaded this. Let's see what, I downloaded it, and the property says it's 1.07 megabytes. Okay. So it's 1.07 megabytes. Right here. Here it is. I'm trying to move it over. 1.07 megabytes. All right. Right there. I can actually transparent, compress, download, just page 1. So I'm showing you how to use Canva at the same time. It's going to download, and the other one was 1.07. This one is properties. This one is 404. Here we go. Let me move it. See how it went way down? So it's like less than half. It reduced the size. Even though it reduced the size of this, it still looks great, even at the smaller size. It doesn't matter, because the naked eye on a computer, on a desktop or a laptop, or on your iPad or your phone or something, is not going to see a difference in the 1 megabyte and the 300. Okay, so it's not going to make a difference. Okay, so let's go back to this. We compressed the video, so it only compressed by 10%. You know what? I know why. This was like 80 megabytes, and I've already compressed it once. So I've already compressed it, so it went down 10, but still 10, that's 10% more, right? And then I would just download this. But usually when I put them in here, they'll do like 70% reduction in here. I forgot that I've already done that on this picture. This is for one of our clients that wanted a video, and I gave them this video, okay? So that's how that works, all right? So of course, I use StreamYard to stream with, right? And then I use Canva for my photos. I use Tiny PNG if I want to make them smaller, or I can just use Canva, or I can, this for a video, I use Clideo, CLIDEO, right here to make my videos smaller. Now, videos are what takes up a lot of room on your website. Like, you all know that I like doing videos, because video testimonies and all that. So when you send them to me and I'm going to do them, I'm going to shrink them, because I don't want them to be that big, right? Because the bigger they are, the slower your website's going to be, as you all well know. This is all fundamentals, right? Let me stop sharing for a minute. Let me find, where are we at? There we are. I know this is like fundamentals, and it's not a big deal for a lot of people, but if you're involved in website development like I am, then you really need to use tools like this. I really need to use tools like this, because I got to really try to speed up your website as fast as I can get it to go. And the way you do that is you get rid of the stuff that takes up a lot of space, right? A lot of, you only get so much. The more you add and the higher the count, the slower the website's going to be. So you got to be kind of careful for how you do that. A lot of people have blogs and they have video blogs, right? And I love doing video blogs myself, because you're able to talk to the person rather than just showing a picture and some words, right? I like explaining what they're looking at or what I'm talking about, so they can hear it right from the horse's mouth, right? So they get to hear it right from me, just like you should be doing. Another important thing that all of you should be doing, and this is extremely important, and I know I'm getting blue in the face talking about this, but those of you that have followed Truman, and listen, hold on one second. I want to show you something here. I want to make a point about how important it is for you to be doing videos for your own business. All right. Now if I go to Facebook, let me just, no, not Facebook. Let me just go to YouTube. Okay. How about YouTube? Let me open up YouTube and let me put screen, SCRE, screen and recoat hardwood floors, right? Hardwood floors. So Truman's been doing videos now for over a year, and he's new at this. He was a carpet cleaner, all right? And so I've been showing some of my clients this myself, so they can see the power of videos. Screen and recoat hardwood floors. I'm in Colorado. He's in Georgia. Okay. The first thing is a website ad. The first one that comes up is Truman. Here he is. Truman's hardwood floor, and he's showing you how he's screening and recoating. If I go through here, there's Ken Fisher. Here's another one, right? Here's Rosebud. Here's Pete's. There's Truman again. I'm on one page so far. There's Truman twice. There's Wyoming Wood Floors. There's Truman again. There's Truman again. There's SV Professional Cleaning, right? There's Truman again. There's Martin's, there's Basic Coatings. Basic Coatings is a company that's well known. A lot of you have heard of them, right? And look, they're below him. I keep going, right? There's a BYOT. There's that place. There's that place. There's Sean. And I know that we're going to see Truman again. There's Truman again. There's Truman again. Oh my gosh, man. I'm thinking, I think I'm making my point, right? Truman again. He dominates YouTube. All you got to do for your odors is start putting videos out there and doing it yourself. I mean, if you notice how, because I've been following him because I love watching what he's doing. I think he does a great job. And look, it is no more work for him. He shows up at the job. He has his phone. He puts his camera. Remember, the camera's at the top, right? He has his camera at the top. He's just walking around talking and pointing and talking about what's going on, right? I would get a GoPro. I would have it on my head, and I'd be looking at the floor. Your GoPro is looking exactly where you're looking. So if you're looking down at the floor and talking, it sees the floor, right? On the phone, you can kind of see what you're doing, right? You can't see that on your GoPro. What if you can't do work one-handed? Well, you get they make these straps that you can buy. You put your phone on your head right there and go down, man, just like that. All right. So it's really, really simple for you to add videos to your Facebook page. You should all have a Facebook page. You should all have a YouTube channel. At the very least, you should have those, right? And of course, your website. Put it on your website. Whenever you do a blog post on your website, you do a blog post. Use that same blog post if it's a video. Put it on, and it doesn't need to be a video for Facebook, but let's say you make a video like Truman's doing, like I just showed you. You're going to put that on your blog post, so it's on your website, right? And then you're going to put it on your Facebook page. You're going to put it on your YouTube channel. You're going to direct all of those back to your website. So you've got these links coming back from your video. Once they get excited, to find your number, to call you, to do whatever they got to do, okay, to get a hold of you. It doesn't matter that Truman is in another state. He dominates it, right? Just like in the mold industry, the Mold Ninja dominates the mold part of it because he's been doing a lot of videos, right? So I think it's important that you all really start doing some videos and find out how fast your business can grow. And it's the only way. Listen, there's a lot of competition out there now. It's not like it used to be. It's no longer an easy playing field. I do Google advertising for a lot of companies, right? We do some Facebook advertising. We do some Bing. A lot of you know it as Bing. It's actually Microsoft advertising now because Microsoft owns Bing, but let's call it Bing, okay? There's a lot of competition out there now. A lot of people since COVID have started their own business. They're trying to do this work, and they can be in business for 3 months, brand new. You've been doing it for 20 years, and they can dominate you and everybody around you, right? Because they're doing what Truman did. Listen, Truman just started this like a year ago. If you go to his website or if you go to his YouTube channel, you're going to see, if I went to his YouTube channel right here, right? And I go to videos, I think you'll see like his hardwood started about a year ago. There's 3 weeks. Well, look at all the video. He's doing a video a day. The guy is awesome, man. He's doing a video a day. And look, I'm not trying to promote him because I'm doing this. We're doing some of the same stuff he's doing, but he's genius. He got off his butt. He started doing videos, and now he dominates. He charges people $4,000 to learn his system, which he's only been doing for a year. I know people that have way more knowledge than he does, but it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. It doesn't even matter how good you are because it's all about marketing. Whoever markets the best wins. That's who wins. That's who I'm trying to, let me keep going. 6 months ago, once I get to the carpet cleaning, we know we've done it. 9 months. Yeah, how many videos do you all got? Look at all the videos he's got. This is a year ago. Okay, so he's doing about a year ago. I know he started about a year ago because I've been watching this. Still a year ago. Oh, look at this guy. Wow. Okay, now we've got carpet cleaning, right? Now you're starting to see some carpet cleaning. He's cleaning some wood floor, right? Luxury, this is 2 years ago. So he started like a year ago, but he's got, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of videos because he doesn't mess around. He's been adding videos. I implore you all that, like, if you own a business and you want to get ahead, you basically need to, I'm not even sure if I was sharing my screen right then. Maybe I was. I'm not sure I was. Was I even sharing my screen to show you guys this? I don't think so. Man, I don't remember. I better share my screen. I got 4 minutes. Anyway, let me share my screen. So if I share my screen, I go to screen 1, I share it. I'm new at the sharing thing. If I go to YouTube, I'm in YouTube, right? Let me go to YouTube, screen and recoat, right? I wrote screen and recoat hardwood floors. And I start looking. I'm in Colorado. He's in Georgia. And I start looking. There's Fort Collins, right? That's because that's where I'm at. And you can start seeing Truman hardwood floors, the #1 video right after an ad, right? And then there's Ken Fisher. He's had 197,000 views, but 7 years ago. This is 4 months ago, almost 2,000 views. Keep going, Truman. Here's another company, Rosebud Company, right? Pete's Company, Truman. Basic Coatings, everybody knows about them. Truman, there he is again. Wyoming Wood Floors, that's close to me. Wyoming's only 40 minutes from me. And then here's Truman, all the way in Georgia, right? Here's another company right here. Here's Sean Miller. Here's How to Sand the Floor, right? Here's another one. And then here's Truman. Here's Truman. Wow, he dominates this. Okay, so you get the point. Truman. He dominates the internet for screen and recoat. If you're going to dominate him, if you want to dominate him, the only way you're going to do that is by putting your own videos out there every day. And look, the big thing about doing videos and using Facebook or YouTube is being consistent. If you're going to do one video a week, do one video every week. Because people that follow you, that watch your stuff, and you do a video on Monday, they want to be there on Monday to see that video, right? If you're going to do it every day, do it every day. Just do it. Like what I'm doing here with the streaming, except when I moved, I missed a few weeks, but I am really, really trying. And it's not easy to do this. I'm as busy as all of you are, right? I have a pretty big company going. I have a lot of clients I take care of, but I take a half hour a day to do this because I want to grow my presence in this industry also, not only for chlorine dioxide to be the #1 person selling and teaching chlorine dioxide because I'm doing my own videos, but also for marketing and things like that. So I'm already setting up some stuff for my marketing where I'll go in every day and do something on that, and I'll just show what I'm working on and how to tweak certain things. But keep following. You're going to see all the cool stuff that we're working on. And we continue to get better and better. Look, I'm considering right now. There's a gentleman that I follow. He's a professor at Stanford University and in California at Stanford, and he teaches continuing education on search engine optimization. A lot of you know it as SEO and social media, and they're highly rated classes. They're about 5 weeks each. They cost quite a bit, but it's well worth it. I'm thinking about taking those classes, and if I do, that's going to take some of my time up. I thought about it all weekend. I think I'm going to do it because why not? The better I get at my craft, the better job I do for you, and you're paying me. So if you're one of my clients and you're paying me, you want me to be the best I can. And even if I only learn one little thing, that's one thing I know that I didn't know. And then I teach my employees all the stuff that I learned. And then we get better and better at what we do at this craft because it's continuously changing in social media. It's continuously changing out there in the world of advertising. So we want to always be on top of things. So that's why I'm continuously taking classes. I'm always taking classes. In fact, I'm taking one right now for Google Ads, it's an advanced class, it's not a beginner's class, but I've already learned a few things I didn't realize, and I've been doing this a long time. But you always learn from other people, right? And so I love taking classes. I don't take the money that I make from doing the work that Craig and I do for you and just blow it, right? We reinvest it in training. all the time. And now I'm thinking about doing the Stanford class. Well, it's 12:30, 30 minutes with Joe. Thank you for being here. I hope you got something out of this. It's important that you size your pictures so they're all the same size. It's important that you compress them. Same thing with videos. Get out there and do a video a day. You're already out there working. Why not talk about what you're working about? It's that simple. You don't even have to show your face. You just show what you're talking about and then start putting them out there. It doesn't matter if it's bad. Look, live streaming is crazy because any mistake I make, you get to see it, right? You get to say, oh, wow, he's not that great. Look at the mistake he just made. Or, wow, that guy's pretty good, or whatever. It doesn't matter because I know I don't get better at my craft unless I put myself out there and get outside my comfort zone. And we should all work outside our comfort zones. And so have a great day. God bless you. Thank you for being here today. Bye-bye now.